Last night, the virtual commencement speech took place. Mark Hall from Casting Crowns.
Yep.
Matthew West sang. Man, he did a great performance. We had some students with us on Zoom. If you missed it last night, especially for the high school student that graduated in your family, it's still on our Facebook page. You'll be able to find it live on our, no, not live, it's now pre-recorded on our His Radio Facebook page.
There is a bakery in New York that is helping some high school seniors as well. So this is pretty cool. This is the Hainish Bakery, and I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, parents at Schaefer Academy, which is in that same neighborhood, reached out to the bakery and said, is there any way, possibly, you can make some cakes for our seniors? And they thought about it. At first, the owner said, I don't think I can do that. That's a lot of kids, like 200 and something kids. The more he thought about it and he knew everything that they were losing this year with their graduations and whatnot, he said, yeah, we can do that. Made a customized 2-layer cake for every senior, 220 of them.
So he made one cake 220 times?
Yes.
Oh,
and
man.
Changed the name. So it was customized for each graduate.
That is nice.
Like, congratulations, Lucas, whoever. So then another school that also was not going to have a graduation reached out and said, could you do that for us too?
Pretty please.
And another school came up. It ended up he's made over 1,000 cakes.
For free?
For absolutely free.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for these high school students. Then he said, you know what? If there is a school that is maybe not in the area that's also having, not having a graduation, he said, I'll sell it to you for $15. That's half price of what he normally, basically he's covering his cost and the time of his decorator. Yeah.
Amazing.
Just went over and above for these high school seniors because we understand we had graduations, we had proms, we had whatever, and they're not getting that. So I think it's pretty cool what people
That's a way that he can help out.
Exactly.
In his way.
Yeah.
Because he's got that gift. That's
in a yummy
great.
way.
His morning crew.
His Radio Morning Crew. It is Rob and Liz headed into the weekend.
The weekend with our good friend Matt. Yeah. Matt supports his radio. And this is why Matt supports the station.
130 days ago, I quit drinking, and the same day I started listening to his radio, believe it or not, 100% exclusively, car, bedtime, and I haven't stopped. And it's been a big part of keeping me going. I've never thought I would love Christian radio the way I do. It's literally a life raft. A life raft. And I'm just so grateful that y'all are here because I just believe in y'all so much. And as soon as I get time, I plan to give again and one-time gift and then do monthly because y'all have got to stay there. I can't say enough about how it's helped save me.
Oh, Matt, thank you so much for the support you've given, the support you're about to give during our fundraiser that begins on June 22nd. Matt is a difference maker, and Matt believes in his radio because his radio has helped him.
Yeah. And if you believe in his radio, if you're listening right now, I know that you do, you can help the ministry of his radio with our fundraiser. We were going to have it a couple months ago, but because of everything that's going on, we've pushed it to June 22nd. But you don't even have to wait. You can just jump in and help right now just by going online to hisradio.com or texting at 800-447-7234.
His morning crew.
Kyle's an 8th grader in Houston, Texas. He's a basketball player. And one thing that the basketball team did at his school was volunteer or actually raise support for kids' meals in Houston. The basketball team made sure that kids in Houston got what they needed when it came to the food.
I love that.
They got together and do that. Pandemic hit, COVID-19, there's no more basketball, but the need was still there and even stronger. And Kyle's like, what can I do? Right. So he thought, let me volunteer. Because, when he was with the basketball team, they did things for them. Not really volunteer, but raise support. And then he found out, I'm too young to volunteer. I'm only in 8th grade. I'm going into 9th grade. I can't do anything here. And so he thought, let me talk to my mom and dad. I'm going to do some extra chores around the house. And then I'll just give my chore money to them. And so he has a goal. Since he's a part of the class of 2020 from 8th grade to 9th grade.
9th grade.
Yep. So he thought, okay, my goal is 2,020 meals. He fell a little short so far, 1,900 meals.
He's there. He's almost
He's
there.
just so on the cusp of it. So,
Yeah.
and that's what he's doing. So, and then other people are like, hey, let's help out too. And so I think he's going to get to that goal if he hasn't already.
Would you ever do that? Like when you were a kid and getting chore money, give it to somebody else?
8th grade. No, not me.
See, it was going probably into a video game, Pac-Man or something like that at that time. So
I was walking to 7-Eleven after school getting a Slurpee. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, Milky Way and a Slurpee. I get it. No, but when kids do these things, it just blows my mind. They're so selfless because they have such big hearts. Oh, I love it.
And I think that says something about the parents.
Oh, definitely.
Because the parents are displaying that kind of thing in front of them that the kids just follow suit.
Yeah, they follow in
Rob
footsteps.
and Liz.
His morning crew.
Ias is 3. He should wear a cape because he likes to be a superhero, especially on walks with his mom.
Yes, he does. Listen just how observant this kid is. 3-year-old, they were out walking with his mom in the neighborhood, and I guess they always pick up a newspaper that's been delivered to their neighbor and put it on her front porch. She's elderly. She has some issues. And so Ias noticed that the newspapers were starting to pile up a little bit.
She's never come out.
Right.
Why is she getting her newspaper? I put it on the front porch.
Every day. And so he turned to his mom and he said, something's wrong with her. You know, I can just see his little voice saying that. Mom goes back to their house, calls the neighbor. She doesn't answer. Calls her again, doesn't answer. Trying to check on her. Finally, they call the police to do a well check. You know what happened? 3 days she's been locked in the basement.
Isn't that crazy? For 3 days.
She didn't have food. She didn't have water. She said she got a little exercise walking up and down the stairs. But other than that, she didn't know when she was getting out.
She just knew she would because she knew that Ias would say something.
Yeah. So now he has been honored by their local police department in New Hampshire with a medal. And they also, of course, because he's 3, hooked him up with all kinds of first responder toys.
Look at that.
I know. I love this kid.
Very observant.
And I was thinking, kids are observant like when you have candy. You know, they know when you've got food. That's why mom always hides in the bathroom or in the closet to eat it or whatever. But this kid was checking on his beloved neighbor. I think it's sweet.
Okay, so Liz hides and eats her candy
Listen,
in the closet.
Don't tell me that other mamas have not done this.
And in the bathroom.
Well, maybe not in the bath. Okay, yeah.
Yes, see? Or you wouldn't have mentioned it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
She hides in the closet. We're talking about Liz from her kids.
Not as much
Even
anymore.
though they're teenagers. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
I don't hide from them. Well, not so much now.
For what reason?
Because sometimes you have a treat that you just want to have for yourself.
She's talking about chocolate.
Well, yeah. Or a nice, crisp cookie. And I mean, you know, when they're toddlers, they notice when you've got something sweet, when you've got some candy, and they come looking for
They
you.
want your candy.
Yeah.
And you just want your own, and you're hiding
Well, and
in the closet.
or the bathroom. You need a minute just to gather yourself, because sometimes some days are harder than others.
I'm sure my wife did that, but I never saw it because she was hiding.
Well, we don't talk about it too much except amongst ourselves.
Okay.
But there is a commercial for Milano cookies that backs me up. The mom is hiding in the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, she's just sitting on the floor eating her Milano cookie.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this one because the kid's like knocking on the
Yes.
door looking for mommy.
It's Dad.
See, she even pretends to be her husband.
It's Dad.
I'm just really quiet. But I used to see Taylor's little hand come up under
When she
the
was younger?
bathroom door. When
It'd
she
be
was like
weird
2.
she does that in her 20s.
Yeah, she
It's
still
like,
looks for me.
Mom, yeah, you see her bigger hand, the adult hand, underneath
With
the door.
her wedding
Mom,
ring on it.
Where are you? And Dawn's along with us at 800-447-7234. Okay, Dawn, what about you?
Mothers do hide. I used to have a hiding place where the hot water heater was, but it just got to be aggravating in that closet. So I made myself a little corner in the very back of my shed in my backyard with boxes and all, and a little blanket and everything, and a fan even, because it was super hot here in South Carolina.
It was a she shed
I was
before
back
there were
there.
she sheds.
That's so fun.
Yes, but it was in the very back corner, so that I would never think that they would come all the way outside. But I was back there hiding, and the kids were screaming and yelling for me. And my cat came out there and started meowing at the boxes and gave me up.
Now that whole hiding place in the shed is done. Dawn, I love it.
Cats do that.
Hiding in the shed, outside, in the shed.
But the kids can smell the sugar.
In the shed. A fan. Dawn, that's great.
I love her.
His morning crew.
Okay, just to let you know, we just got to let the cat out of the bag. And I think this would be a message. It's Rob and Lizz, by the way. This would be a message on his radio to Liz's family.
Yeah.
Hayden, Lucas, Taylor, and husband Joey. Liz sneaks into the closet to eat chocolate. And sometimes the bathroom. She said that earlier today. Mm-hmm. I thought, since kids sleep in, teenagers specifically, Hayden and Lucas might be up right now. There's a possibility that Liz's husband could be listening at this moment. If you wondered, where did mom go? Where is my wife? She's hiding in the closet eating her chocolate.
You know what? I'm safe. Brian's going to have to talk about it later if you want Luke and Hayden to hear it.
Oh, so they're still asleep.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Yes, but I don't think I'm the only one. In fact, I know that I'm not the only one. And I will say I haven't had to do it in years, but when they were toddlers, when they were little, and they won't give you a moment's peace, you sneak in where you just take care of you. You have to. You have to have a moment. So we had Lisa text, and she confirms that she said, yesterday I was cleaning, and I found 2 of the amazing little Debbie snack cakes.
Uh-oh.
Since I have 3 grandchildren that she cares for and only 2 cakes, she snuck in the bathroom and thoroughly enjoyed her treasure, and she's looking forward to the other one this afternoon. Probably will also eat it in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lisa.
Yeah, there's even a commercial about it. Milano cookies. If you like Milano cookies, you understand what this lady's dealing with. She's in the bathroom, and she's just trying to have a moment's peace, and she is enjoying. But you hear the kids start to knock at the door.
It's Dad.
She runs the kid. You can hear the kid run off. And that was mom going, it's Dad.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's not mom in here. I used to see Taylor's little hand come under. Mommy. And you just see the little...
The hand says like, as if they could find you putting their hand underneath the door, huh?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There is a guy who grew up without his dad in his life. He said his parents got divorced when he was like 11 or 12 years old, and they both said, I'm done parenting. And he was just left to his own devices. So he has now come up with a YouTube channel that's called Dad, How Do I? Because he never had his dad around that he could call him and ask those questions. How do I jumpstart a car? How do I fix the sink, unclog it? You know, that kind of thing.
So is he giving the advice now on his YouTube?
Yeah, he said, I honestly did it not to make money. I was trying to help people around me that I knew were probably in that same situation. And now it's grown like he gets, I think it's hundreds of thousands of followers now.
Really?
That turn to him to find out how to do certain things.
That's great.
I totally get this guy because I remember my dad was awesome at fixing things around the house and the car. And I would call him, hey, Dad, my car's making this noise. What does that mean? Well, it could be, and he would run down the checklist, right? Well, he passed away 16, 17 years ago. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, I can just ask Dad, and I can't.
Well, you still say that 16 years later? Wow.
It's that fleeting little thought of, oh, I'll just call, and then I can't.
Oh, no. Okay.
So this is a guy that you can go on and say, and I don't need that now, honestly, because of Joey. He knows how to fix everything.
Let me
That's
ask my husband. Yeah.
Yes. But this guy is there. He teaches people how to tie a tie, jumpstart the car.
Good for him.
Isn't that cool?
I love that.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had that because I had no dad.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So if you had YouTube back then, this is a guy you would have turned to.
He would have been my dad.
Right?
He still can be my dad. I'm probably older than him, but I'll let him be my dad.
But you can still go to him. He's even showing how to hang pictures and that kind of thing.
See, look, my kids need this guy because I don't know how to do half the stuff that he's doing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I'm horrible in the parenting area of trying to do that kind of. I can tell you how to push a button and how to play a song.
And how to
call
talk
me
to people.
for that advice. I can give that to you all day. How to change your tire? Forget it.
But what's one of those questions you would have asked this guy? Like growing up, some predicament that you found yourself in. Mm-hmm. What would you have asked?
No.
A million things.
Yeah.
How to talk
a million
to girls.
things.
Maybe
you know what I am
that.
curious about is what have you asked your dad recently?
Yeah.
You know, what did he help you with? At 800-447-7234.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
On Facebook this morning, I saw this guy in Danville, Virginia that's trying to get a photograph back to its rightful owner.
Okay.
So I start reading it, and it says, need some help from everybody. I found this photo outside Walmart in Danville yesterday evening. It says, Mommy and Daddy, 1955 on the back. Would love to try and get it back to the owner. Looks like a proper old and precious photo that will be missed. Maybe you could give it a share.
Can you share it with me? Can I see it?
Yeah.
Show me the picture.
Okay, so here I'm scrolling down. Right? Do you notice anything about it?
I know them.
Do you?
No, I'm serious. I know who they are.
So you're going to share it and get it back
1955, right?
Yeah.
I know exactly who they are, even what high school they went to.
What?
I'm serious. I do. They went to Hill Valley High School. This couple.
What are their names?
I'll tell George and Lorraine.
How do you know them?
I just do.
What?
Seriously, will you look at the picture? Because you might know them.
Wait a minute.
You just might know them. George and Lorraine, Hill Valley High School. Don't give it away just
Okay,
yet.
I'm not going to give it away. Yes, I know them.
You do? Yeah.
I do know them.
I think a lot of people know who these two are. Believe it or not. They're kind of famous. So we'll be able to track down this lovely couple. George, okay.
I'm going to let
seriously.
you say it.
Seriously, I'm not.
Oh, you're not going to?
I'm not. I want to see how many people, along with you two, how many people know George and Lorraine who went to Hill Valley High School? George and Lorraine.
In 1955.
1955, that's right. Even though they're a little older than me, I know who these two are. Okay?
All right, we're going to find out if anybody else knows.
I think.
Okay.
I think so.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So there is this Facebook post from one of Liz's Facebook friends.
Yes.
And they're seriously trying to find the owner, or I should say, the lovely couple in the picture that they shared that dates back to the 50s at some point.
Yeah, 1955. And on the back, it said Mommy and Daddy, 1955. Looks like a proper old and precious couple trying to find who this picture belongs to.
Now, several of this person's friends have shared it.
Right.
Trying to find who this couple is. And Liz showed me the picture. I happen to know who they are.
And now that I look at it, I do too.
They're very familiar. I know their high school and I know their names. They went to Hill Valley High.
Right.
And it's George and Lorraine.
Yeah.
I know the couple well. It turns out that several people actually know the couple. You should see some of the texts that are coming in.
Yeah, so Brenda says, I know George and Lorraine.
See?
They're a very popular couple. And then Brian, he says George has been looking for that photo. So he knows them too.
He knows George and Lorraine.
Yeah.
Hill Valley High School is where they go. Angel's along with us. Tell me about the couple, Angel, because you say you know them too.
George and Lorraine, they've known each other since high school. They were pretty different type of kids. George was more studious and academic. Lorraine was more kind of like the prom queen type of girl, and but they found love, and they have been living a very happy married life. I know they have at least one son, Marty.
Marty likes a certain type of car, I understand. He wanted a certain kind of car when he was a teenager.
I know he wanted a pickup truck.
That's right, yeah. You do.
There was a particular pickup truck that he really wanted, yeah.
You know the couple very, very well.
I do. We're really close. We share a lot of similar interests, and so that's kind of kept us connected through the years.
That's good. Okay, Angel knows.
Yeah, she may be into skateboarding or something like that, because I think that's what the son is kind of into.
Marty, you're talking about, their son.
Marty,
yeah. It's funny. Liz and I both know them. There's a lot of people who know who this couple is.
Right.
And this is really, this is a thing that's going around Facebook
Yes.
right now. People are trying to find this couple that's in the picture from 1955.
They're a sweet couple. Want to make sure they get that. Looks like a prom picture, maybe, or
It could be a prom picture.
early love.
Yeah. There was a good musical that happened during that. The band was up there, great guitar
Right,
playing.
like a Chuck Berry song or
It was
something.
Hill Valley High School.
Right.
You might know the couple too. If you do, we'd love to hear from
Wasn't
you.
there a bully?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It was found in a parking lot, this picture, and it's mom and dad 1995. My mom and dad 1955. 55 on the back of the picture. Really old picture. It's Rob and Liz, his radio. So we've been working on tracking them down. It so happens when Liz showed me the picture, because it was Liz's friend, right?
Yeah, who shared it, that we kind of both know them. You noticed it first.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they went to Hill Valley High School.
Right. And then I said, what? I know who that is. So George and
Lorraine. Yeah, her maiden name, by the way, is Bain.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Lorraine Bain.
You know her better than I.
I do,
Okay.
yeah.
James messaged us and said Marty was friends. Marty is the son, correct, of George and Lorraine.
That's right.
So we've established that they have children. But Marty was friends with Doc. And I remember one time they had to make a fast getaway in a blue van.
That's what James said?
That's what James said.
Okay, so Kevin's with us. I think he has a similar observation. What is it, Kevin?
They always try to peer into the future and see what they can accomplish.
They had a pretty spiffy car, too, didn't they?
Yeah, it had nice rims on it.
They did.
I saw that picture before on my Facebook.
Oh, you've seen it too. So you're trying to track down the George and Lorraine from Hill Valley High.
Yeah, I have, but every time I come up short because there was a bully that always trying to do away with them. I'm guessing. I can't remember. It's been so long ago.
We'll try to make that connection with them and get the picture back.
Yeah, that would be great.
We could. It could. Thanks, Kevin. We could.
We could do that. Yeah, I think the bully's name, do you remember? Biff? Is that
Could
right?
be, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Rick texted us, and he said, hello, McFly. Everyone should know who George and Lorraine are.
Mm-hmm. Because they're from a movie called
Back to the Future.
How could you not recognize that picture? People literally are seriously sharing it, saying, can you we want to help find these people. And come on.
But I think it's because we're all good. Deep down, right? We are all good, and we're trying to help people all the time.
That's true. Yeah. And it kind of gets your mind off of this whole COVID thing and everything else that's been happening.
Let's just help each other.
His morning crew.
Katie supports his radio. Oh, I love Katie. And this is why Katie supports his radio.
His radio is so important to me because without it, I wouldn't hear the love of Jesus. You know, in my car, in my house, wherever I may be, on my phone. You know, I pull it up on my phone when I can't listen some other time. I mean, without that, what other station would we have? So without it, there would be nothing but church on Sundays. And I've got to have Jesus and his music every day, all the time. I have to listen to it all the time.
Katie, thank you for supporting his radio. Can I tell you, Katie, you are making such a difference in lives. And here's the thing, not just Katie, but you can make that very same difference with a gift of support.
Yeah, you can. And I love that she pointed out that I can surround myself with Jesus and those words at all times. Because, you can go to church and hang out and fellowship, but once you're back home or in the car, you also need that word from him through song. And that's what his radio does. And if it uplifts you and encourages you, encourage us right back and join us in our fundraiser that we had to postpone, but it's coming up on June 22nd.
So here's a couple of ways that you can give your gift today, because you don't have to wait until June 22nd to make a difference with your giving. You can give online, hisradio.com, or even text the word give to 800-447-7234. And just like Katie, you too can make a difference.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I don't know if you play Trivial Pursuit, but there's this one couple that does.
Mm-hmm.
And they decided, you know what, let's just do it a little different. And they came up with their own game. It's kind of based off of loosely Trivial Pursuit. It's kind of that same vein. So they made it into a card game so they could play it with their kids. They did this around Christmas 2016, and they call it shot in the dark.
Yeah. And they just shared it with their friends at first. And then people, I guess, started talking about it. And they decided, well, maybe we should have it actually printed and we'll sell these card games. And during quarantine, it really took off.
COVID-19 did. I mean, what is it? 4 years later since they developed this, just for their family and some of their friends, and then boom, a lot of people are like, "Shot in the dark, cool game. Give me it. I want this card game now."
Right, because like Trivial Pursuit, you have to buy specific like 1980s or Junior Edition to make sure you have questions that everybody can answer. That's what they've done. They've made these questions sort of random that anybody has a shot at answering.
So I need that kind of game.
I think most people
I am
do.
horrible at Trivial Pursuit. I've got to do the Junior.
Do you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you're so
come on.
Really?
No.
Okay, that's surprising.
There's not an intelligent bone in my body.
Oh, please.
I cannot.
Rob
No. I'm the button pusher around here.
No, but they have sold, because it's now on Amazon, 13,000 of these card games. They've made like $200,000.
Yeah, and 200 a day people are asking for these things? That's amazing.
And the thing is, we can't get them in the U.S. yet. It is available on Amazon, but they don't ship to the U.S.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe have a friend in England if you have. I don't have any. But if you have one, have them buy it and then send it to you.
To us.
Yeah. And then we can play it. We should play this game.
Shot in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Or Trivial Pursuit
good.
Junior. That would be awesome.
No, I need the Junior of Trivial Pursuit.
Pre-K edition.
Somebody had me play with them one day. They thought, we thought you were smart, Rob. You're bombing on this game on us. Come on.
Awesome.
No, I need the Junior of Trivial. We're talking about Trivial Pursuit just a moment ago and how this one couple kind of made an easier game for all to play called Shot in the Dark. It's only in the UK.
Yeah.
It's a card game. It's pretty cool. And then we're starting to get some people that were chiming in at 800-447-7234 about, those kind of games.
Because we love playing Trivial Pursuit. You say you need the Junior edition.
I need the Junior. I need the toddler edition.
You do not give
the
yourself
Trivial
enough credit.
Pursuit. Oh, come on.
You need the technology edition. That's what you need, because you're a good tech guy.
I don't know. I can swipe and push buttons, and that's about it. So Terry's along with us. What are your thoughts, Terry?
Listen, y'all need to play Biblical Trivia Pursuit.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, we got a copy of it at our house, and it has adult questions and children's questions. And Rob, I advise you to go with the children's questions.
I need to.
Terry.
I need to. I can do the Noah and Moses stuff.
No, the adult questions are like, okay, who was King Jehoshaphat's great uncle?
Oh, wow.
Oh, Bernie.
It gets some hard adult questions.
Wow, this is where you need to study what goes along with the Bible as well, and find the other history that goes along with it, right?
You got to know stuff that I think some professors in seminary would have a hard time with.
Yeah, okay. So I will need the toddler edition to that, too.
I think I will, too. And I've tried to look up this game on Amazon. I can't find it, so I got to figure out where it's sold.
Go to the Christian Supply.
Yeah, and see if they have it there.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
You should be able to find that one.
I can't find it. Sold.
Go to the...
Yeah, and see if they have it there.
Absolutely.
Start your day. Your great name, His Morning Crew. It is Rob and Liz.
I can't thank you enough for your prayers for His Radio. I don't know if you know this or not, but His Radio is listener supported. Many different reasons why people give to the radio station. Gilda is one of those people, and this is why Gilda gives to His Radio.
If we didn't have His Radio, I kind of feel, for me personally, and maybe for so many others, where would we turn to? What would we be listening to? Where would we be going to get that comfort? If we didn't have His radio, and if people didn't fund His radio, it couldn't be in existence. Then what? The people that really need it the most aren't going to get to hear those stories. They're not going to get to hear those songs of comfort, those songs of encouragement. You're not going to hear those songs just anywhere. You have to have His radio to do that. His radio, it really needs us to help support and fund the stations so that we can continue listening to something that's going to help us through the day.
And that's why she supports his radio. She gets a lot out of it. And she's like, they need us.
Right, exactly. And we do absolutely need you. And I hope you need us. And if that is a fact, you can support His Radio's ministry just by going online. Super simple. It's hisradio.com. You can also just text the word give to 800-447-7234.
What I like about Gilda is that she understands it's partnership, that it's other people that are partnering with her, because you literally are making a difference. You make a difference with that gift of support. So here's the website. You can give online right now. You don't have to wait until our friend raiser that begins on June 22nd. You can give today. That's hisradio.com.